Hello Collective, thanks for joining me. I'm just preparing some cards for today's little reading. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you to those who have continued to support my channel, and thank you to those who have recently subscribed. So today I am just asking, let's take a look at anything that is playing out in the energy right now that the collective need to know. As always, these are general readings, so not everything will resonate. Just take that does and leave the rest. These are timeless readings, so they will find you by the title whenever you're ready for this message to come into your experience. Switch your role and gender to that suits your situation the best. We've got the Empress at the bottom of the deck, so that could be yourself, it could be who you're thinking about, you could be thinking of moving, you could just be exploring where you're at in regards to new beginnings. If you're masculine, you could be obviously thinking of a feminine energy, or you could be working through something that is incorporating your feminine side with your more masculine side. Switch and change the roles as you need. Okay, so with that being the first bit of the energy coming forward, let's see what we've got. We've got the Ace of Air, which is the Ace of Swords. So some kind of truth or clarity, some kind of understanding, some kind of epiphany in regards to a situation, taking action, or a clarity around a action that needs to be taken with a particular situation, connecting to whatever this Empress energy represents for you. We've got here the Two of Pentacles, so if you are trying to make a decision, especially if it's in regards to changing location, or if it is about taking action on a conversation, or whether you are trying to get further clarity on a situation, the Two of Pentacles is showing that there's an indecision, or maybe you're making a decision and then something switches you back out. It also is showing some kind of movement with finances in order to make something happen. I'm also being shown a conversation across seas in regards to a truth connecting to a new beginning or an ending of some kind. We've got here the King of Wands, so this could be yourself collective, or it could be, if you're feminine, it could be the masculine energy that you're presenting forward, which is why we were seeing the Empress and the blending of masculine feminine energies. It feels that it is a masculine energy, that there is a confidence within a decision, or there is a clarity around something that they are seeing. So Two of Pentacles is now changing to a change of perspective, or an adjustment of the way something is seen or said, or a needing to make an adjustment, and then something would become perfect, in as close to perfect as we can get things. Nothing is perfect, that much we know. Room for improvement is what's coming forward, but room for improvement is also showing a placing your stamp on something, individualizing something. There's a confidence of what you're seeing or knowing, or a potential that you are looking to communicate or invest in, or change, adjust. Again, I'm seeing a distance between the conversations, so whether it's people speaking at a distance or money moving over a distance, or a discussion back and forwards of a adjustments that need to be made to make something perfect. There's a confidence within whatever this is. We've got the star, so the piecing all that together, what we've just touched on, is that something in the ideal would be a wish come true, or it's a, if we just adjusted that, changed that, then it would be perfect, it would be a dream come true, or everyone would love it, or it's inspirational. There feels like an excitement around the energy that's coming forward. I was just checking the energy, and then I was looking, not to jinx anything, but I was just looking for where's the block, where's the but. Yeah, so let's just keep the energy on that. There's something that's inspiring or exciting, or it's like a bright star, an epiphany, or an idea, or an opportunity, or something that the star represents, that the that what springs off from that is like multiple ideas, or opens lots of doors, or is a connection to everybody, or something like that. There's something about the star, could be just a star sign, for example, could be a wish being granted, coming true. It could be connecting to the cosmos, or looking up to the stars and seeing inspiration, or it could just be an absolute higher perspective of seeing the norm. Norman might be significant to some, but seeing the norm, it's like yeah, so I was seeing like the distance, communication, or finances, something like that. But now with the star, they're showing me almost like ground level and an absolute out of the stratosphere higher perspective. Seeing something on the like a absolute bigger picture, or bigger than could have been wished for, may be significant. Okay, so yeah, no buts come forward, yay. So let's take a look and see. They're reminding me to bear in mind that the at the bottom of the deck was the Empress, so keep in mind with whatever direction this reading takes, that whatever the Empress may represent to you as we began, that needs to be incorporated. Okay, so the Ace of Swords, we've got some kind of pain connected to a truth, or a hoping that a particular action will lay some kind of pain to rest, or an action, or a different way of seeing or experiencing something will heal pains or wounds of the past. The Three of Swords represents 3 people involved. Doesn't have to be, it can be 3 separate situations that have caused one pain of truth. But with the Ace of Swords being there, it feels like whatever this one singular sword is, it has the power of 10 of swords and everything reduced down. There's something within this one singular sword has the power of all swords. inaction and with mental stability and stimulation, mental stimulation, but also weirdly, as a sword, it can also remove other swords and create healing because it can cut to the bone. That seems to just be specific for someone, because logically, taking a sword with the power of 10 swords and cutting something to the bone doesn't feel like healing. Not that we understand on a logic level, and what I'm being shown is that that is the higher perspective, because it's not on a logic level, it's outside of logical thinking. To cut something to the bone is actually healing. Cut to the quick, cut to the core, cut to the chase, or get to the root of a situation, problem, or something. Yeah, okay. You're gonna have to bear with me, because we're really I'm gonna be made to work to pull forward this to translate to you what's coming through. I like that though, the 10 of swords, the power of all swords to cut to the core, to create healing. So the 3 of swords, so it's overcoming something that may look like one small thing, but actually it's the power of many, or reverse that, how it may fit for you. Something that looks like one thing but actually is many, which is the 10 of swords combined, the 3 of swords, the pain. But reversing that and flipping it is many pains against one truth is nothing. The truth of the matter, all right, clearly we're on about the truth, taking action on the truth being clear, a realization. We've got here the 7 of Pentacles, the 2 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, investing in changing something around, turning something around, but planting a seed and letting it grow. Something that is a one is a solo, multiplied into many. Many swords, forget the swords, they're saying now it's about the multiplication. Hey, they brought that word up the other day and I thought, I actually love that. Just aside something, since we're here, for those that love writing particular words, or what's your favourite word? Multiplicity is what they were saying the other day. So multiplication, yeah, something's multiplying and incubating. Something's been incubating or incubated, or something's been, it's like it's like hermit mode and off isolation, whether you're choosing or you're placed there or whatever, it's irrelevant. There's an isolation, but yeah, like a cocoon, and then the caterpillar, the butterfly, that type of energy. It's a incubation or something like that. Incubation's the wrong word, I get that. I can't find the word for the feeling that's, yeah. That's why I've had to go the long route round. Go easier. King of Pentacles is regardless male or female, King of Wands, King of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, whatever it is, they're telling me it's a combination of everything, every dynamic you want to put, because I'm being worked hard today. I'm still keeping it to logical, low level, everyday everything, and they're wanting us to take it higher, extreme, higher, out of the box. It's everyone is everything, and every gender is the same. There is no gender within the angelic realm. But collective, we do see male and female gender angelic realm, but that's me trying to get you on my side, because whatever this message is trying to turn out to be. So King of Pentacles, investing, so it's got to see past what you're seeing in front of your face. It's one sword, could be many swords, or many swords of pain actually are leading to one sword of truth that needs to be overlooked, and then switch the perspective, switch the whatever, or an exchange and negotiation, which is investing into someone, something, a situation, or a transformation. But whatever it is, it needs to be, you need to resonate with the highest frequency perspective within your capability right now, which is a tough one. So let's see how they expect us to do that, collective, because we've got a complicated mind. They like it just so, it needs to be just so. Did we see something about perfection, perfectionism? Perfectionism is obsession. OCD could be something for someone, but it doesn't actually feel like OCD. So I'm just waiting, they can correct me if I'm reading that energy wrong. Yeah, I can see OCD and obsessing, and it's got to just be just so, yes. But that's the misperception. There's an anxiety. Someone's got, somebody's anxious. There's anxiety within the emotions. I'm feeling it as a high resonance vibration. So maybe someone in the collective, you may not realize that you are aligning to your star family, for those that believe in it, or you are energetically aligning or picking up some kind of frequency message, or whatever. They're showing me like satellite, and we've spent money apparently of sending out signals going nowhere out to space and nothing coming back. But it's almost like what they're showing me as the joke is we see it as the satellite is projecting out, but really it's that message, the repetitive frequency message that they're saying sent out there is really hitting those or specific people aligned to a particular frequency here right now on the physical realm. Wow, that's making me a little bit, that gets complicated, because I feel protective of you, collective, of the programming and the subliminal fucking messages and things. I feel if our guides are speaking to us, or there's some massive powerful impact that we're supposed to be awakened and alerted to, that whatever where it's coming from is going to be a little bit more direct with the communication. That's just my defense for you guys. I mean, let me know in the comments. I want to know where they're going with this, saying it's still, this is going to be as painful as it needs to be until we're seeing the perspective right, because it's important. King of Pentacles, King of Wands. Could be the two people that are speaking, and the discussion or the exchange doesn't have to be, and change that to feminine energy or a mixture of whatever. I'm making a laugh and a joke, and it's being tempered down with, it needs to be taken more seriously, because this is a message that needs to come out. There's a risk in someone taking a risk or believing or seeing or whatever. Someone's got a clear clarity decision of an action that is a no-brainer. Now they've got the epiphany or something like that, but there's a hesitation. I don't know, the hesitation is, it feels like, it feels, from wherever it's coming from, the hesitation feels like an inability to control a person, an outcome, and within a scenario, situation, or something that has to be just so, is one aspect I'm picking up. Or the other one is, and I would agree with this just even anything that touches on the frequency of control, and especially that they were showing of a signal being sent and it subliminally received, be more direct, transparency. So there's something that is definitely collective, a confusion around this situation. Could be secrecy for whatever reason, or we could just be being nosy, looking into something that is becoming manifest somewhere into your experience, or the whole collective, or a private agreement being reached or so. I don't know what this is. You'll know better than me. Judgment. So with that, it's actually them being kind to me with a confirmation of what I was just trying to touch on and describe. So obviously I'm trying to translate verbally to you the energy and pictures that they are sending to me, but it's really at a rapid rate and I've got to try and slow it down. But at the same time as me doing that, I am still as well learning with this new set of guides that I'm working with, so they are pushing me to my limits as well. And this is a complicated message. That's my that's my cop out anyway. But what the Judgment card is saying is that from the highest perspective, it's still a cross, is what they're showing. North, south, east and west. That even felt like I was saying it out of alignment, and that's what they're saying. It feels like we're undoing a programming. I would go with that. There's something that needs to be just so, but because you're following something just so collective, you're missing the signal or the message that's coming through, or you're going to block yourself from something that you need to do or need to take, or that is coming forward, or you are needed for something, but your programming is getting in the way. Your spirit guides don't, not that they don't know, oh my god, sack them. Your spirit guides are exasperated. I'm coming forward with all the words. Exasperated on how to make you see something, how to alert you, how to show you something that is just for you. How do they expect you to... It's very cryptic, I'll give it that. So judgment, don't judge. They're saying this has been a message from our readings from back when, that you're going to come forward into situations where it's going to blow back, blow up, or backfire or whatever, if you are judging a book by its cover, or you're not recognizing that something looks the same but it's different, that not allowing the past to tamper or fog or confuse the future. There's a transition period, which again, I know when I'm describing about cycles closing out in my personal readings and the general readings, that as the cycle's closing out, it's going to look one way until it clicks in, and then there's a distinct difference, but you've got to hold that frequency for the transition to lock in and take place. This is what they are saying. They're showing us something that's going on behind the scenes, and that is the judgment, that it's being swinging back and forwards. All that can be seen, all that is a dream. Are you, collective, able to match that and step into it, or are you going to let fear stop you taking a chance, moving forward? There's a risk involved. So I was seeing it, was it a risk for the King of Pentacles investing in whatever this is? Doesn't have to be a person, it could be anything. Is it a risk for them to invest, or are you the risk? Okay, so that's the judgment call on the situation. A change of direction, change of person, change of location, change of values, change of something, change of outdated beliefs. It's something healing. They're showing me it's on the highest healing frequency. The Three of Swords and the Judgment is they're showing like the red cross, the healing cross or whatever, but they're showing, if you were looking up to the stars, it would be a fat cross, a compass, not with the triangular pointy bits, it's the bulk of the compass. So it's not got a direction. You may be spinning out of direction and you're waiting for the compass point to stop. This is so deep, I hope you're following me. You're waiting for the compass to stop in whatever direction. Your OCD, your particularness could be, wow, magnetically interfering. You're blocking a manifest coming through, collective. All right, so getting that from the compass was trying to settle, but then the pin, the needle, even though there is no pin, so you could look at the compass, but you don't know which way is north or south, east, west, whatever, it's irrelevant. The pin's trying to settle, and something keeps pulling it off. Energetically, magnetically, it's pulling it off. So that's either a physical, someone, something, belief, perspective, or you're getting in the way of a creation trying to happen, or someone is, or something's not quite. Two of Pentacles set, which is weird. I'm just asking because we're starting with Ace, a truth, a knowing, an action, acting on it, but yet we've got all of that we've just been through. Please press like and subscribe if you're appreciating what I've got to do to translate this. So we've gone through all of that to still come back here at the beginning. So something's not progressing, something's delayed, and someone, something can't get a message through, can't be heard, or do not know how to communicate what's needed without shouting, screaming, saying, or whatever, or it is the way that you interpret information is a block. It's nothing wrong with that. Your brain, your mind is wired a different way, and people, places, things, or the energy, the vibration, the universe is trying to hold something steady because it's yours, you're meant to be there, or it's become apparent that you need to be moved into that position. There's something about logistics. I'm even drained. How's this going to work? Could be the conversation. That's not for you to worry about. You've got to just be there or just say yes. Leave the rest. Let's see. I'm really excited for you, collective, to see what this is. So we've got here Judgment, and we've got the Star, and we've got the Page of Swords. Oh, shock, horror, Page of Swords. It's becoming, like, the Page of Swords is becoming the new Tower. The Tower was showing through so many readings that the Tower was becoming like the new whatever was always showing. I can't remember what it was, but yeah. So the page of there's people watching, or this feels hidden behind. So you may be interpreting it as being investigated, being watched, or something like that, but because you don't know the full facts, you're reading it wrong, or you're interpreting it wrong, or something's not wrong, as in you, collective, or whatever. You're not doing anything wrong. Let's get that clear. I would again back that back to whatever energy's trying to put this message to you, that surely there's a way of being a little bit clearer with what the hell, what's so secret. It's trust. That Page of Swords is representing you, collective. You're defensive or whatever, maybe not in a bad way, but you're going to be, and with every right. There's an expectation. So maybe we're seeing the going to the past, or letting the past, or the past getting in the way, and not fogging or hindering your future. There's two people, two masculines and a feminine, but change that dynamics how you need to. That maybe they are the last deciding, or how's it going to work? How's it going to work is like it's a theme. How's it going to work is a theme that whatever this is at any stage, or whoever it's spoken to, how's it going to work with it, any tone, undertone, regardless. That statement is the one theme statement that's said by everybody. How's it going to work? And need to know basis doesn't match this. So if anything's put to you, collective, or if you're trying to decide something, I feel for me, as trying to translate the message, and so that even if it's an inner circle, secret fucking circle, or a something that can't be like disclosed yet, or so they're showing me, say for example, like a game show or reality TV, and the contestants that are going on it, they can't tell people that they're going on it, and then the filming takes place and everything happens, and then when the filming's done, they're like, oh yeah, I'm going to be in this, or this is it, or that's what it was. And it's like, wow, how did you manage to keep that to yourself all of that time? Or it's like, well, if I hadn't, then it wouldn't have had the same essence, impact, or it wouldn't be the same surprise, or it wouldn't be, or it would be blocked or stopped, or it's just a particular select that can do this, go there, see this, or it's just a no-brainer, collective, that you are what's needed. Yeah. It's almost like something wouldn't flow or won't flow until that particular component is there. They're showing me like a not meteorite, but just some kind of something falling out of the sky, like a hot rock, maybe in any capacity significant, but it's that hot rock, hot property. Someone's found something unusual and they want to keep it to themselves, but not in a bad way. Alright, so sorry, collective, I'm trying to get as much as I can and get for you. What they're showing me now is like a rare flower. It's red for those that are, it's red and it's got a yellow center, weirdly. Well, not weirdly, but that's going to be significant. I don't know what flower it is. It's rare. It's rare. Okay. Somebody's discovered it, let's just say high up on a mountain or the wilderness or in the fucking desert. It shouldn't be, it's not where it should be, or it's found randomly. Someone is digging it up, unrooting it, and so the flower would be in fear, because they do talk, of like, no, my roots, I can't hold on, I'm being displaced, or whatever. But it's not understanding that that force, micro macro, is preserving the roots, taking it from the conditions. I hope this is making sense, collective. It's removing from the conditions and placing somewhere else, like at their home or in their garden, or they appreciate rare, valuable something, or whatever. So normally it would be like, oh, look what I found, and it gets taken to like a plant museum, or it gets worked on and experimented, or whatever. I don't know why I felt almost like a instant bursting into tears with that experiment bit there. Just that could be significant for someone. So it's like, well, I've already got all of that type of stuff, I'm going to keep it to myself, and then I'll just create the conditions. So like their own botanical gardens, and then they put this plant in, whereas maybe they should have whatever. I don't know. So what I'm getting from that example, and I could be wrong, is maybe the defensive, or the way that you're seeing it, or something, that, and the not being so transparent of what's going on, because you're not able to see from the highest perspective, that you that person that's actually digging you up, or carefully removing you, or preserving your roots, or whatever it may be, that you may see them as like bad or damaging, or gonna hurt or do something, but really they're not. They're gonna take care of you, but you won't know that till you're there. Alright, let's see what the hell this is. They're using that description for me to be able to capture the energy, the emotions, take it how you want. They're saying you can place that scenario as anything of living somewhere and uprooting, moving somewhere else, location, country, whatever, changing long-term job into something that's different. It's like out of your comfort zone, but it's something within the dislodging that's taking place, that they're saying, your guides are saying, you need to trust the process in this moment. Now they're showing me the block in the manifesting. There's something, there's a creation taking place. It's trying to birth itself. The Empress, they're just showing something is trying to manifest, literally, and it's way outside of your logical perspective, because how could you know? How could a flower, the consciousness of a flower, no matter how rare, and it being in the weirdest environment condition, how would its consciousness be able to translate that, what I've just said, someone digging it up and placing it, and its life's going to look like that? It wouldn't be able to comprehend it. Wow. That is a lot. And we're still going. Yay. Look, we've got the Empress. So all of that to lead us back to the beginning. That's how frustrated they get with us, collective, because they just want to jump a a thought block into you, and then you just get it, you know it. But obviously I've got to translate that for you to be able to unpack it yourself. But it's more complex me trying to verbalize it to you than how they will actually communicate it to you. This is many factors trying to come together. There's a restriction somewhere, or they're giving you a heads up before time, because this needs to energetically flow, because it's written in the stars. It is a destiny, or it is a readjustment of an original plan, that there's a confidence from the highest perspective that this adjustment or this whatever will still align to that factor. We've got here temperance, so there's an instant protection, whether you're masculine or feminine, or whether it's an idea or a move or a property or a business, whatever the Empress represents to you is still what your focus is. It's not changing. You're being told that whatever it is highly protected, because you are being guided and shielded. And whatever these roots are, yes, there's a dislodging, but the majority is going to be intact. The more damage or harm will come from you resisting this that is already in transition, that's already written. The river is already, the current is already going in that direction. You can swim against it, you can swim in any direction, but in a minute you're going to get tired and have to let go and release and allow. Wow, so that's taking us straight back to the control, the fear of, the bee in particular, balance is the Two of Pentacles. Balance is being restored, or there's going to be turbulence for a minute in the transition, or the switching, the change, turnaround of something. The Knight of Wands, the King of Wands. The Knight of Wands is coming forward with a message. There is a message that I was seeing, like a scroll or something written. Could be a contract that's traveling somewhere and being checked. You, collective, are going to obviously need to check. I feel with what they're showing me now is whatever this represents for you, whether, again, it's definitely something legally binding, paperwork. So a home, for example, a business, or a contract, or a verbal agreement that's signed, something like that, that is legally binding in the physical. Yes, you're going to have to read and feel that it's right, because once it's set, it stays set for a long period of time, whatever that may be. But with the what was that they were showing me, the message of the contract, I've lost it, sorry, because it was seemed right with the house example, but it's not what they're saying. It's about the contractual agreement, consenting, or you need to be sure before you sign. And that's not just an obvious statement. It's like, are you sure? Because this switch, this change, this thing, this timeline, this whatever hasn't, it's got to be just so. It can't, oh yeah, it's all right, and then changing your mind further down. You need to, it's got to be yes or no, balance, and then moving forward. All right, so that's the message, and then something goes quick, and then we've got the Nine of Swords. They're saying don't be alarmed at the Nine of Swords, but remember that that there is going to be an element of anxiety connected to whatever this is. Which they've showed before, that there was an anxiousness, OCD, or flip it the other way round, that what there's is try not to be so rigid of everything's got to be just so. That part isn't your part. Being flexible is. Okay. Let's see. Obviously this is gonna feel specific for some of you within the collective. I'm getting a sense that, don't worry at the moment if it makes no sense at all, because this is exactly why these readings are timeless, because if it's not for you, it's not for you. And if it's not in your experience, which it's not feeling like it would be at this point, that you'll come across this message when the time's right, or something like that. Partnerships and alliances at the bottom of the deck, they're just saying also as well that this is specific for some within the collective, and what will happen is this reading may well be forgotten or caught up amongst others, and it will just, they're showing this message will dissolve and be removed or forgotten within people's mindset, other than those that it is specific for one person, few people, or whatever. They're saying there's something about either this message or a delay, so it needs to be forgotten or a bit of time, because this is, we're looking at something that's going on behind the scenes or needs to be under the hush, so to say, and they're bringing back forward that example of like game show contestant or reality show type thing. You may have already signed up for something like that or whatever. If you know what it is, then keep it to you. But what they're saying is that it's an idea is in creation and it's about to be birthed, and there is either a missing character or a character being changed, or there is a discovery of something new that would absolutely blend with or be a good addition, and the script or whatever else is being adjusted to incorporate whatever this Ace of Swords action or clarity is. And then they're saying this again is why you're needing to give an answer, because adjustments or a lot's gone in to either make a space, create a space, or to switch things, change things so that you are placed within something that is aligned for you or that you are meant to do type energy. So yeah, this is, we've got base chakra, so it's something that's going to be stable, it's going to stabilize, it's to do with putting your roots down or uprooting a something and whatever. We've got hope here, so that's a combined collective hope. It goes to plan, works out, or it is going to bring a new perspective on the energy of what hope actually feels like. We've got here rejoice and celebration, so whatever it is, there will be a question in the Page of Swords of, I hope this is real, I hope this is going to work out, I hope I'm doing the right thing. But what you're going to see is it will feel right, and there's that rejoice and celebration. The 3 again, 3 is very significant, and we've got that next to the star. We've got foundation and achievement, which is overlaying of the star. So as we know with the message that they've brought forward, and I thank the guides that have stepped forward, because it's it's a whole different energy, I get that. Foundation and achievement, it is the 2. It's something's being uprooted, uplifted, or dislodged, or changed, or whatever. Regardless of how that process has come about, it's irrelevant, because this is where you need to be, it needs to be, or as luck would have it, if you're free, we could put you there type energy. We've got here transformation, like the message was saying. It's an ending, a beginning, or it's a movement, but ultimately it is a flow of energy, because it never stays still. It's nothing is stagnant for so long. They're showing a massive tree, even the roots continue to grow beneath, and even sometimes sprout up to be its own other little tree further out, and then it grows and you can't see the roots underneath, but then there are lots of trees that are coming from one main tree roots. I don't know if that's a thing or whether that is what they're just showing as a to symbolize these two linking together. And yeah, that was funny. We've got triumph here. Triumph here. It's going to be a success if you see it to be. Triumph is a warrior energy. It's pushing forward. You're not charging into something. They're just saying, don't forget the ace, the Knight of Wands. You can look at it like that, the Knight of Wands. But with Triumph, you're not a warrior charging forward into a situation and have fear in your heart, or a lack mentality, or a losing perspective. So whatever it is, you've got to throw your whole self at it. The waiting game. Oh no, not divine timing, but it's exactly that. It's different from divine timing and then 2 years has passed. That's not the case. What they're saying is, this is now, and you've already waited long enough, and so it's going to without to like scare, you're going to there, even if at this moment you don't believe or feel or think that you want to or going to, which is that resistance, that control, that there are higher factors in play, or you are pushing against the current of an actual universe creation that is trying to birth here, and you are just a tiny seed within the bigger scale, and you will be picked up and placed. So the quicker your mindset jumps on board with that, then the less Nine of Swords stress it's going to be. This is a specific reading for some of you within the collective. This isn't fear-based on any level. If you're picking up fear-based, you're not getting the point that I've said. There's a high chance this message isn't for you. This is a specifically detailed message coming from an energy that is trying to position you to receive. Something's trying to balance and align. Okay, so, my God, I want to know who is resonating with this message, definitely. And yeah, I'm loving the energy of the guides. So let's just they're saying to run through base chakra, hope, rejoice, celebration, foundation, achievements, transformation, triumph, waiting game, and the Empress as well at the bottom of the deck, and partnerships and alliances also. So it all combines. Alright, so let's see what we've got for your angel messages to tie it up. We have Knight of Gabriel. Time to take action. Great passion for a cause. Instinctively knowing just what to do. Number 10, the Wheel. New beginnings, end of delays, a change in direction that offers happiness. 5 of Gabriel. A challenge you can resolve. Withdraw from the drama of others. Have patience, have patience with yourself and those around you. So the 2 was the waiting game, and temperance is the patience and the rebalancing of people, situations around you. Alright, so there is your message. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you again soon. Bye bye.